What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Civic. Now, Civic has had an interesting sort of journey. They've had a bit of a tough time in the last full cycle and thereabouts because part of their job is identity management, verification, effectively, and there were a few cryptos that launched that they verified the identity of the creators, and then they rugged. Now, is that on Civic? I'm not sure, but I don't think it is. But let's talk about Civic because I'm not expecting a huge run in terms of price, and I'll explain why in this vid. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on this channel, and in the videos I showed everyone I was buying these cryptos up because I thought they were quality and they were going to have a lot of profits. You can see what the prices are of all these coins when I actually recorded my vids. You can see the highs that these coins hit 18 months on. So I sold these in the 2021 cycle. Now, say you put in $100 into each of these. That's a $2,600 investment. If you just sold all of them 18 months on, your net profit from that would have been 123 grand, which is, not bad. Now, since selling these, I've been buying up cryptos, and I continue to buy them up regularly. And I share the cryptos that I'm in on my website, copymycrypto.com. So whenever I'm buying a crypto, I jump on and I let the members know I'm buying this coin. I think it's going to do this kind of profit. These are the reasons why. This is the percentage of my money that I'm putting in. And when I actually sell a crypto, I do the exact same thing. So I let them know what coin I'm selling, what percentage I'm selling, and why. And the members can copy along. There's literally no work. There's a reason that we've now ended up with over 3,000 members, and we continue to grow. And it's because of the successes we've had. We've had coins that 100x. We had Phantom that 700x in gains. So if you did okay in the last bull cycle or you're not quite happy, go on to copymycrypto.com, go have a look at what the members got, what the members managed to earn, and read through the website. Everything on the website is public record, so you can verify absolutely everything that you read and see on this channel's history. And you can make a decision if this is something that you'd like to try. Now, Civic. So first of all, look, the chart isn't great. That's a bad long-term chart, guys. It's a long-term downtrend. And it's worth noting. Now, there could be some reasoning behind this kind of region here for why the prices didn't necessarily explode. So, first of all, look, Civic is an identity management solution. So it gives individuals and businesses the tools they need to control and protect personal identity info. The platform is designed to change the way we think about identity verification by giving users more control over their personal data while allowing them to access a range of services without needing to fork over tons of personal info. Now, their solution uses DLT to authorize identity usage in real time and is used to sparingly share info with Civic partners. Unlike some identity management services, Civic users store all their sensitive data on their mobile device. Users are able to authorize the sharing of specific personal data by providing a biometric signature. And the Civic token is the utility token, which is used for the settlement of identity-related transactions. Now, as part of their role as well is that they kind of verify and audit cryptos quite often. Not quite audit, but they basically highlight the identity or they check the identity of someone that's, say, launching a crypto or launching an NFT. And we've seen this. So there was a Solana NFT project that rug pulled investors for 1.3 million. So it was called Big Daddy Ape Club. and it scammed investors out of 9,136 Solana, even though its devs were apparently fully doxed through the verified by Civic Pass program. So this was January 11th of 2022. So it's a little after the bull cycle, not much, but yeah, Civic did announced in December that it verified the Big Daddy 8 club, and then, these guys did a rug pull. Now, Civic actually came out, the CEO came out and said, we are aware of the reported Big Daddy 8 rug pull and that there are victims involved. We take this attack on the NFT community seriously and are taking steps to offer all the assistance we can. I mean, of course they are. Like, I don't really hold Civic responsible here. You can literally get, like, someone will share information and they'll share their real information and then they'll still do this because, unfortunately, at the moment, depending on jurisdictions, if someone rugs, say they're doing it out of Dubai, it's very, very hard to catch them. If they're rugging out of Estonia or, a few of the smaller countries that have more open laws about crypto in Europe or in Africa, if they rug, they rug. Like, there is, they can, because they're not fearing the consequences. And also, it's sort of one of those risk-reward kind of things where if a scammer creates a scam and they're going, right, I've used all my real information so they can catch me, but what I've created or what I've made is worth $2 million. That's what we've got early doors. Do I care if they find out who I am? Because if they can hide all the crypto, if they can run it through a tornado cash kind of deal, then and they can hide it, then even if they get caught and do prison time, unless there's evidence of it all found, and if the crypto's not retrieved, are they going to care about doing a few years in prison if they're going to come out with a couple mil? It's kind of the issue, right? And they've still got to get caught. A lot of them aren't fearing being caught at the moment. So I don't actually hold Civic in any way responsible here, because I don't think, because thieves thief. Like, you are limited by what you can do. You can verify everything under the sun. You can speak with the team. You can see them in person, and then they can still do it. Unfortunately, that's an element of crypto that we'll probably not get rid of for a very, very long time. Now, Civic is a good concept in terms of what they're trying to do. I'm not a huge sort of fan of the need for identity verification, but I understand why there is a big push on this. But I really don't like it. But so far, Civic, I don't think they've done anything wrong. I think they've been pretty good. The developments have worked. They've worked with a lot of crypto projects that haven't rugged. They did have a couple. I don't think that's the only one, but I can't be sure on that. So, not without going through all the Civic news over the past couple of years. But Civic as a concept is pretty good. And there's definitely money there. The downside to Civic is it is in a bad long-term downtrend from my perspective. Its all-time high was probably about $1.20. $1.66. And then, when we look at actually, let's see if we can get a year. Okay. And in the 2021 cycle, I think you're looking at a high of around 80 cents. Obviously, this is not the most accurate of charts, but it's basically halved. Now, I'm not saying it's going to halve again, but there's certainly a lot of volume knocking around 50 cents. I think that's probably Civic's target point because of that long-term downtrend. Now, that would change if there is a big surge in excitement about identity services, and I do think that's probably going to come within crypto. You know, we've seen a lot of sort of Web3 identity management projects starting to sort of get out into the space, and I think there is going to be a push on that in the near future. When every category at some point has like an extended sort of run. We've seen it recently with AI in the 2021 bull cycle. We saw a lot of it with DeFi. We saw an NFT run. We saw sort of a Polkadot parachain run. You know, we've seen it. So if there is an identity, whether it's sovereign ID, whether it's identity management, you know, there's plenty of cryptos that are in that niche. And if Web3 becomes a real thing that governments won't focus on, if big businesses start going, no, we've got to transition to Web3, then all of a sudden these identity management services have far more relevance than they've had so far. And all of a sudden, you know, we might see our ontologies and our civics start running up in price. But as of right now, until that trend begins, I'd limit this to about 60 cents. I don't think it can do much more based on the long-term downtrend. It would be very surprising to see its price action in the next bull cycle beat the 2021 price action. And that was around 80 cents. So I'd be looking at less again. So 60 cents, maybe 70, but probably 60 cents based on volume. Yeah, really the only way my perspective changes on that is if there is a massive uptake in Web3 from big business. It would have to be from big business. It can't be crypto related. In which case Civic, can do a run, could maybe break its previous high, but it would have to have that kind of thing where you're seeing Amazon, Apple, Google, Facebook, everything transition to Web3. That would be what's required for me to go, oh yeah, it's going to do something special. But 60 cents is still not bad. You know, you're still talking about 6x from where it is. But yeah, what are your thoughts, guys? Do you think this can do more? Actually, if you were involved in the Big Daddy Ape, whatever it was called, the NFT, the Solana, and you know you got bought in, you got rugged because they rugged. Do you actually hold any resentment to Civic? Let me know, because I personally would think that's unreasonable, because I don't think you can do anything about it. If Civic verified it all, and I'm sure Civic has sent all the relevant details off to authorities. But the question is like, but yeah, do you hold them responsible if you were involved? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, if you're a returning viewer or a new viewer and you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We go through information on this channel that you're not going to get anywhere else, so don't miss it. And guys, if you want to take the work out of your crypto investing, you can do. If you go to my website, copymycrypto.com, that is a site where I share with the members all the coins that I own. Anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what crypto I'm buying, why I'm buying it, what gains I think it can have, and what percentage of my money I'm putting in. When I sell a crypto, I do the exact same thing. Guys, I'm selling this crypto, this percentage of it, and with my profits, I'm either banking them or reinvesting them. But it's completely transparent. It means that there's no work required for members. That's why we have over 3,000 members, because it's easy to copy along, takes the work out of it, and because we've had the successes we've had, like the coins that 100x, like Phantom at 700x, it's made things incredibly easy for people. And go to the website, compare your profits against the members, and if they don't match up, read through that site. And remember, guys, every single thing on that site is public record. It's all on the history of this channel, so you can verify absolutely everything that you read. And that is it from me. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.